Well, alarm went off. 5:15. Nothing like getting up in a frozen pup tent. Actually slept pretty good though. Get up and get rolling, get the coffee going, get the horse saddled, and get up the mountain. Yeehaw. Well, I got my boots on. That's an accomplishment. Got breakfast made. Nothing like cooking in the vestibule. Fred's over here. He's running his mouth. Well, Glasser's worst enemy, fog. This country is just too steep to still hunt. I'm probably 800 yards above the deer country. I ain't walking down there blind, no way. Too few deer up here to do that. There's a canyon by camp. I was looking at it last night. It's a little lower, not quite so steep, and had deer tracks in it. I think I'm gonna pack this until I see the sun come out. Head over there and do a little still hunting. I see blue sky. Looks a lot better than this 3-day-old set of tracks I'm following. Well, I got all the way back up here and fog back in. Stinking fog. 2 hours later, still can't see 75 yards. Stinking fog. I finally packed it in and headed down to the horses. Even if it did clear off up there, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I ain't gonna see the deer till dark, so we'll come up with a plan B. Only way to get warm when you don't have a stove is getting your sleeping bag, and after about a half-hour nap, that gets real boring for another hour or two. But it's about 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna head out. It's too far to get back up into that high country, and even if I spot a buck at dark up there, they're usually so far down in the breaks that you just can't get to them. So we'll save that for in the morning. Hopefully we're not fogged out. I'm just going to still hunt some of this timber around camp. There are deer tracks all around camp here. When I was riding back today, every little ridge has got tracks on them. It looked like they really moved after that storm a couple days ago. But I just spotted a pretty good buck across the canyon here. Tied up to glass. Right out on a knob, and he's right across the canyon, laying down, looking the other way, thank goodness. There he goes, right in the flipping timber. Sorry guys, I ain't gonna be able to show him to you. That's why they're big bucks. They don't put up with anything. He never saw me. I was never out in the open, but I had to move the horses down in the timber, or they would be. From where I spotted him, he was in the open. So was I, but he was facing the other way. So I moved the horses about 100 yards off the knob. And then when I threw the glasses on him, he was looking back into the timber where we are. You can see what kind of stuff I'm in here. And that dirty, rotten bugger got up and dove in that pitched timber over there. So, anyways, he looked pretty good. I couldn't tell if he was had all his headgear, but he was wide. He was 27, 28, right around in there. He was a good-looking buck. He wasn't a giant. I'd be crying if he was a giant, but dang, right here. I'm only 3/4 of a mile from camp. That's why he caught me off guard. Wasn't ready to see a deer this low.